Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. True Knight here. So, I was going over a deck profile that I saw from my buddy last night. Let me see. I'm gonna keep it on this one, just because I don't have a wallpaper backdrop. Or, actually, no, I don't. Anyway. Welcome to a new series that I'm gonna be featuring starting in November here. I am recording this video a couple of days early just because it's going to be in front of all the videos that I do with this series, just so you guys know what's what and how we're going to do this format. So this month I'm going to pick one deck every, let's see, let's look at the calendar, probably every 7 days in the month of November. So from the 1st till the 7th we'll do one deck, then the 14th, 21st, 28th. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 decks in the month of November. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to profile it at first. I'm going to make a basic profile for the deck that I've seen online or on websites, things like that. Show it to you guys. And then I'm going to base it off of 5 things at first glance. Number 1 is the attack power of the deck. Number 2 is going to be the defense power of the deck. Number 3 will be the recovery of the deck. Number 4 will be the skill expression of the deck. And number 5 will be the overall grade that I give the deck. And I'm going to do these based off of a 1 to 5 rating. So attack power meaning how quick does this deck OTK? Does the deck relies on? Does the deck have the combo set up naturally to go for game at any given point, or does it need help? The defense of the deck is, can the deck play enough non-engine to keep itself alive? Does the deck naturally have an engine that is defensive? Anything of that nature. Recovery is, what if you get ward wiped? What if you get shifted? What if you get charmed? Things like that. Can your deck recover in those situations? Because it's very prevalent right now. Can Nibiru flat out destroy your deck? Things of that nature. What does D-barrier do to it? It asks all those kind of questions. Skill expression is something that I'm very fond of. Could I pick this deck up, learn combos today, and be self-sufficient enough to just pick it up and play it at a regional tomorrow? Does it take a week of testing? Does it take 2 days of testing, 2 or 3 days of testing? Is it something that after 2 months I'm going to find nuances to it? Like, where is the skill in that deck? And then overall is, I'm going to combine all those things and give it an overall 1 to 5 grading. Reason I'm doing this is because I have a lot of paper TCG deck cores, and me as a content creator, I do that to be able to showcase it on the channel. However, I only play locals maybe once or twice a month, and I want to give the average Yu-Gi-Oh player something of a kind of like, not like a necessarily like do these things, but maybe a guidance system for guys or girls that are in my predicament, where there may be tournaments in your city probably 5-7 days a week, but you can only go once or twice a month. So if you're going to base it off of that, how do you determine what to play? Do you just pick that Sword Soul deck and play that for 5-6 years? Because I played it for 4. And I'm not saying that I no longer play Sword Soul. I definitely have it fully built, paper, online, things like that. But if you want to grow in a game, I feel like playing different decks is kind of part of it. And yeah, you can be a one-trick pony for so long, but you eventually get to a point where it's like, alright, maybe this other mechanic's kind of cool, maybe these cards are pretty cool, you know, something sticks out to you. And so I'm predicating this towards people in my shoes. And I just want to give you guys all my dealings and how I cope with it and what I do. Because I don't have the luxury of being able to just go out and play on a flip of a hat. I got a plan for it. I usually plan to go to a locals like 10 to 12 days ahead of time. And I'm spending that 10 to 12 days of time just, okay, what am I taking? Like, I'm gonna record it for the YouTube channel. I better show up. I better bring my A game, you know, even if it's only 8 players, I better do at least top 4, you know, or if I'm at a 20, 30 man random pop-up tournament, I better show out because that's a big tourney for me. And so I'm speaking to a lot of the players that don't get the chance to play, the dads, the full-time college student and part-time worker or full-time worker. Like, there's just not enough hours in the day, and so these are looked at as like Super Bowls for us, you know. So I really want to just dive into a deck that way, and I'm gonna take a week with each deck to see if, like, by the end of the week, okay, my comfort level on the end of day 1, I felt like a 2 out of 5. By the end of the week, I felt very strongly like skill-wise 5 out of 5. I could go with it to Eternity tomorrow and do just fine. So let me know if you guys are on board with this. The series is going to be pretty fun. And we're going to kick off things on November 1st. I'm going to make a decision today. Today's the 29th on what the deck is going to be. I'll usually probably let you guys know at the end of the week. So the plan is that the first day of the video, so the 1st, 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th, you will see me say, hey, welcome to day 1 of the video. Here's the deck profile. Here's what I rate it. And then I'll probably do like 2 or 3 games a day on that video. And then throughout the week, every day, I plan to post a video of probably like a half hour, 45, maybe an hour of just me playing matches. And you guys can see me learning the deck and growing with it. And then by the end of that week, on the 13th, and then on the 20th, and then on the 27th, and then on the whatever date after that, you'll see me give my final gradings and just say, all right, here's where I finished at the end of the 7 days, and here's how I feel about it, and here's my final grades for it. And then I'll tell you, like, is this a deck that I would build in paper and feel comfortable going forward with the format, even if the format changes via a ban list or a new set? Would I just make adjustments and be kind? So I'll make a decision tonight on what my first deck will be, and we'll kind of go from there. I'm not going to look at like meta too much. I'm not going to lie, one of them will be Snake Eye as Amina Fire King, because it is near and dear to my heart, and it's something that I've wanted to play ever since Snake Eye got banned or hit on the list and got kind of power crept a little bit. Not necessarily power crept, but it got ran down a little bit, and it's more reliant on other aspects rather than just itself. I am interested in playing that deck. And I mean, call it bias or whatever, but I went to a tourney last night, I played Tempai, I finished top 4, but lo and behold, 3 of my 4 matches were against Snake Eye Fire King, and it just was like so fun. Even though I lost to it one time, it was fun watching him pop off, and it was just a fun deck to learn the ins and outs of. So we'll kind of get into that, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll think about decks like Voiceless, we'll think about decks like Ice Barrier, I'll think about decks like, I don't know, Kashtira Fire King or something of that nature. You know, we'll put stuff together, and I'll ask people on my YouTube channel in the community. I'll say things like, hey guys, what do you guys think about these ideas for next week? And hear your thoughts and what you guys are thinking and what I'm thinking, and we'll kind of go from there. So I'll pick a deck tonight. You guys will obviously know episode 1 of, we're going to call this series Exploring the Format. And again, this is me reaching out to those players that are in my similar shoes, where you can't play every week, you can't play every day, you can't solidly play twice in 10-day period. You gotta like plan out a week or 2 ahead of time, and you get to go to that 1 tournament a month or 2 tournaments a month, and you just gotta kind of navigate your way through Yu-Gi-Oh that way. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoy this series going forward. I hope it stays around for a while, because I've been looking for a series to stick around and not just die off. But yeah, your support is what matters here, so please like, comment, subscribe on these videos, and be kind, be respectful. Let's get to the first episode, huh? Peace. Welcome back to the channel, guys. True Knight here. So, I know I finished exploring the meta week 1 with telling you guys I was going to play Tempai for this week 2, and I may have like change your preference on if you wanted to continue watching, but I prayed on it and I decided to essentially do what they say, I guess, is activating hard mode. And the deck we will instead be doing this week is going to be Ice Barrier. The reason I'm choosing this is because this is a deck that I've been very fond of ever since all the new support came out, and I got to see a couple of people play it, and this card right here really intrigues me as far as how well can it hold up against the meta, because I think it can do pretty well. People who are confused by it may throw them off. This deck is going to just roll on them because this card is nutty. A lot of people that I hear gripe about the deck, they all say the same thing, like, how do you beat this monster? You have to imperm it, and then you have to have Dominus Impulse, which is like kind of hard to do, you know. So not every deck can play both and have both in the hand at the same time, unless you're Tempai or Fire King Snake Eye, which knowing my luck, that's all I'm gonna run into all week anyway. So here's my plans for this deck this week. I am planning to play this for the first 2 matches videos, 1 and 2, because I'm gonna do 4 videos of matches. I'm going to play this version where it's just hand trap galore, mess around with like board breakers, I'll mess around with cross out, things of that nature and everything. And then for the last 2, I'm going to incorporate Runic and take out all the hand traps. And I'll let you guys know where I fall as far as ratings and everything. So preemptively, going into this, what do I want to give it? Attack, I want to give this deck like a 3 out of 5. I think that it can build up great big huge monsters. Going second might be difficult, but you have like Nibiru, you can play Impulse and things like that. You have this Ice Jade lady who will just straight up get you into Lancia, which is never a bad thing because it can just summon out one of these guys and kind of go off. If you're playing against Flu, you just summon out her and monsters can't be normal summoned. Pretty crazy, right? Going first wise, as far as attack, you want to land on like Croc, you want to have Toad, Lancia. If you can finish your ultimate board with like Lancia, Toad, and Croc, plus your like 5 cards and hands off of that, that's what this deck is trying to do every time. So, as far as defense, I want to give this deck like a 2 out of 5, just because I don't know. It plays a lot of hand traps, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Recovery, I'm not too sure on recovery. I feel like it's like a 1-line linear. I'm either going to get to what I want to get to, or I'm just going to fizzle out. So recovery, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5, because I don't know. Skill expression, I feel like I want to give this like a 2.5 out of 5 because I know it's a very linear combo, but as I learn more and more with it, that may bump up to like a 3.5. Overall, I want to give this deck like a 3 out of 5 because I don't think it's like scrub worthy. I think it's definitely rogue, but a great pilot's going to know what to do with this at locals and crump on people. So, short but sweet deck profile, but that's what I'm going to go roll with this week. Again, exploring the meta, we're having fun with this stuff. Next week, guys, I will do a more meta-prevalent deck because I didn't do it with the first 2 weeks. So the second 2 weeks will be more meta-prevalence. Unless I get a whole bunch of people saying play Sword Soul for the last week, I'm probably going to do something like Tempai and then Snake Eye. Or maybe Tempai and then like, I don't know, White Force. But I wanted to start the first 2 weeks off with more like rogue contenders because it's easy to jump onto a meta deck and be like, it's a 5 out of 5, where I want to like give you guys like critiques and stuff. So I look forward to the matches this week. It may be very frustrating because I'm probably going to lose a lot because this deck, learning this deck in the meta we're in right now, Snake Eye is on a roll, so it's just going to be a bunch of fighting for my life. So wish me luck. Hopefully we'll have fun. I'm hoping that this version's stronger than Runic, but knowing my luck, Runic is going to be the stronger version. Which at that point, it will be more meta prevalent because you're playing Runic, which is always meta prevalent. So that'll be it for me, guys. Be kind, be respectful. Please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys are enjoying exploring the meta here in November. It's going to change come December, and we might come back to exploring the meta in December when Malice and Ryzel drops. I don't know, but really excited to kind of jump in and get my feet wet with this deck. So, ha ha ha. Anyway, again, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.